Where are we? Come here. Come here. Right here. I was looking at the channel. It's the first time I've been to this new channel of Mr. E's. You can see, look, you saw the red line then as I was moving that, right? When I was moving the screen. Why is it doing it? Yeah, balls to you. Look, you can see I was watching some of these videos. Look, I've been down the list a bit. First of all, I'll start here. Where the fuck are your trans investigations? Let's start with the fact that you haven't got a fucking trans investigation video for the first, I don't know, 50 fucking... I went down about 50 videos. And there's nothing, I can't find anyone's name to look at. Was King David gay? Oh, it's a good question because he was found in bed with one of his captains. I don't know. You see, the Bible's full of everything. It's got drama. It's got gay things. It's got everything in it. I've got no idea. But me point still stands. I can't find any investigations. And when you actually talk about it, you don't describe anything. You don't come to skulls and show people what they should be looking for. You just point here, now he's got a square jaw, he's got a big mouth. Doesn't mean anything. You should describe it properly so people can understand. She said that I'm skull checking wrong. Mr. E now comes on video quite a lot, look, to show her face off. This picture here, I can't show it without touching it. I see a 5 head. I see a letter M with a sharp A 5 head. I see arching eyebrows. I do, I'm just saying. I see a female mouth. Here, look how small that mouth is and pink. It just reminds me of an hot dog eater. But he says that I thought... There's my next point. Not only do you not show anybody how to do this anymore, you don't even talk about FTMs because the minute you show someone... A woman's got a big 5 head with close set eyes. The minute they look at you, they're going to see a big 5 head with close set eyes. You're a tall girl, I'll give you that. My next point would be, why have you not made a video that shows yourself walking? I've got one. You just go to my videos. You go to the oldest first. You go to this one right here. It's called Walk Like an Egyptian. And that was made 7 years ago. Bearing in mind, this is 7 years after you started. Don't you think... Right, the minute I became a trans investigator, I made this video. Why didn't you, Mrs. E, make a trans investigation video of yourself, like I've done? Why didn't you do this? Why isn't there a picture of you standing in dog shit on a school field somewhere? I can't believe I stood in dog poo. But here's the point, right? I did it 7 years ago. You still haven't done it. Even though I've called you out. Shawnee, my son, sometimes my daughter in New Zealand's called you out. I've used his video, his pictures of your gates from your video. But when you do it to my video, look, all you can see is long arms, straight legs, feet looking forwards on my video. Because my video's there for people to look at.
Short legs, long body.
Thick wrench. Massive. Look at the size of my dental arch. You gotta be kidding me.
Large wrench. Again.
No Stephen Pooh this time.
So it's pretty simple. Roberto took that one shot where I was stepping over myself and said I'm female. That's the only picture you can get of me. It looks like a flamingo, but you've just watched me step sideways, look. Look, I'm on this side of the line.
This time.
Boom, and that's the picture that Roberto said it's FTM. But the whole video shows that I'm a straight walking man. So if you're gonna lie, just be prepared that I already, God bless me. He said to me, make the video, Peter, so nobody can say this about you. Boom. Ray should have kept it bang on me there, but he zoomed in. Again, my arms, wait for it. There. Look, my muscles don't ball up. My muscle comes all the way into my elbow, look. The whole thing is muscle. There. Underneath, I don't have a bingo wing. I can't get a 25-inch bicep because I've got male arms and male muscles. Huge teeth. So, Mr. E, when you're ready, just put your gate video up like this. 20 paces forward, 20 paces backward. I did the damn thing twice. I don't give a rat's ass, Mrs. E. Do you hear me? Telling me that I put the skulls on wrong. Sometimes I use a picture that's too big. That is too big. I've changed the ratio of the skull I have, but it's only because I've got 5 gates. Don't need the skulls when you've got 5 gates. You understand? It doesn't bother me what size that picture is. But the majority of pictures you will see are a 50-50 face. That means I don't touch this skull at all. This skull template stays exactly like that. I don't touch it. I just bring the skulls in, and one of those pictures, just one of them, is going to fit the face when you use a 50-50 picture. What do I mean by that? I mean 50% of the picture is face and 50% of it is space. Look, there's a bit above the head and there's 40% below the head. You see? You're looking for that halfway slot, and when you get that picture halfway, any time you pull in these skulls, only one of them will fit. I don't ever change those ratios unless the picture is bigger than a 50-50, which this one is, look. I had to change the ratio with the skulls, but I've got 5 female gates. So it doesn't matter that I changed the size of this skull for this picture. It doesn't matter. It's only when someone skull checks you personally and doesn't do this. If they're using bigger pictures than they should, they change the ratio. If they get it right with a 50-50, they don't have to change it. They get a real answer from the off. There's no force in the skulls. See, I'm not a shill. I'm not a troll. I'll tell you about the FTMs. I'll tell you about the MTFs. I'll tell you everything I know about this subject. I won't hold nothing back. These so-called trans investigating teachers are holding back from you all. None of them show you with the skulls how to map a face. I do, because it was me that learned how to do it. Kate gave me the inspiration of laying skulls over, but it was the triangle that came from animals. I was looking at animals' faces. God bless me. The Holy Spirit washed over me and said, that Rottweiler, the male one, has got a bigger face than the female. It wasn't just lions and lionesses that I could see it with. I could see male v female Rottweiler. I could just see it. I could see it in cats. The male cat had a bigger face than the female cat. Oof! There's only one got a bigger head than the other. They're both almost the same size, I agree. But the male stands out, doesn't he? Look at the distance in his eyes compared to hers. And that's what I saw. She's nasty. Don't get me wrong, she knows. He knows, look. He knows he's in trouble there. But you can tell just by looking at the skeleton, the male from the female. Yes, you can. You can bulk this one up with steroids. It does, but it doesn't grow the face. Doesn't separate the eyes. Doesn't give hair bigger teeth. The male stands taller, bigger, and stronger. It's a natural fact. Look at them. And then all the babies. I want a rotty, I really do. Right, I'm done. So, Mrs. E, if you're ready, why don't you put a video up and stop talking chat. Image. Oh, we got filter on. We have images. Traci Lords. Is there a Traci Lords in my back file? Copy and paste. It looks like Rebecca De Mornay. Is it Rebecca De Mornay I'm seeing? It's this one that's getting me. The rectangular eyes. Look. It's a big face in a big skull. Traci Lords, porn star. Apparently, is this the one that did Debbie Does Dallas, or that one called Debbie as well? I've got no idea. But they've been fooling us for years. This is long before my time, this one. Traci Lords was a porn star from the 60s, 70s, wasn't he? I've got no idea. He's had his chin rounded, look. It's still very wide at the bottom. It's widest in the cheekbones, look, right there. You can see the male cheekbone, look, on each side, bare, and a short forehead because the face is big. He's got a wide smile. He looks like a bit like Pamela Anderson there, fat Pamela Anderson. Right there. Absolute diesel of a man face. Cruella! Cruella! Cruella Deville. Absolute blockhead. Absolute blockhead. Traci Lords, final answer. Are you in a back file, Tracy? Nothing. I ain't got out. Sean has. I know Sean's done this one. I thought I had Traci Lords. I thought I'd nicked yours, Shawnee. There's no pictures. I think I'm leaving. You know why? Because you have to go through pornos to look for the gates. Yeah, we're leaving. See you later. See you later. Yeah, we're out of here. Oh, no, wait. Oh, there's one. It's not very good, though. Offset. There's a perfect one. Game over with an Adam's apple. Male arms hanging straight, look. Not swooshing, not in front of the body. I got parallel shoulders. I've got parallel hips, look. And I've got very straight legs. Traci Lords. One gate. Oh, second one with that one. Oh, my word. Looking down at my big feet. Look at them demons in those. Ha, 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 ha. Look at the demons in his kneecaps. Porn stars with demons in the kneecaps. Snack o'clock. It looks like that one off Star Trek. Let's go back up. Save image. Yeah, I must have watched about 10 of your videos, Mrs. E. I used to watch them and I used to get partly trained in forensics. Now, you don't even give any forensics out. I don't know how you dare call yourself a trans investigator. And for those of you that says he talks more about the Bible than I do, oh, that's fair enough. But then again, I'm not concentrating on a book. I'm concentrating on what I can see, where I can see God in this world, where I can feel him. I don't need to read Queen James's 1611 Bible, which I have been through with you many times. There are humongous amounts of great morals and fibre in that book, I agree, but it was written by evil. It was transcribed and translated by evil people and evil minds. So I won't have anyone try and tell me that's the word of God. The word of God resonates in me. When I read the Bible and I say, it says that God created the heavens and the earth, all resonates with me. All that Genesis, oh, I love it. The bit where he says he saw the gold and the gold was good, there's my first marker that some inverted banker has had his little index finger, because it's the same size as his ring finger, dipped in my holy book. See, the difference is when you find God, you don't tell lies anymore. You just want to be honest with everyone. You're still not being honest with everyone. I can tell just by someone's teeth. He's got the same dental arch as me and wide rectangular eyes. His head's shaped like a cannonball, look, because it's as wide as it is long. Cross-section in faces. They don't want you to learn how to do this for yourself. Because when you do, you go back to these channels and straight away, you've got a problem with that tiny little face. Look at the size of that 5 head. I don't have a 5 head like that. I've got a short forehead because my face fills my skull. I've got a big square jaw. It juts out. It casts shadows. I don't have this husky voice. It's even more feminine than that, isn't it? Mrs. E's voice. It's more feminine than that. I don't have to hide behind anything. They were saying, right, they say that the eels, is it the eels? I was looking earlier on, the eels, maybe not. Eels. There we go. Oh, it's eels. They say that this is Mr. E. These people that say... These people that say that Bill Gates is Tony Hawk's also say that this is Mr. E. Right, you've just seen Mr. E's face, right? And there she is. This is the Eels frontman. What's his name? Mark Everett. M.E. 33, Father. Always 33. Everywhere look, I see the number 33. Father, Peter. What does that mean when you see the number 33 to you, Peter? It means they sacrificed the Lord and baby Jesus at the age of 33, Father. That's why they call themselves the Master Masons, Father. That looks nothing like Mr. E. I don't give a rat's ass. Let's bring that right down. Look at the state of this. There's Mrs. E. The only familiarity between them, and there is a similarity, a familiarity in them, and that's that they've got female skulls. They've both got 5 heads with small mouths. I don't have that, but yet both Mrs. E and this so-called singer from the Eels with the dial M for Masons and the Widow's Peak, they have that face. They have this giant 5 head. I don't have that. They share that in common, I'll give you that, the 5 heads, because they've got small faces. That's what I see on both. That's what I'm seeing. Nothing more. I don't believe. What is that? Sweet baby Jesus, what is that? I can see his original, look, side boob. I can see his original mastectomy scars. What is that? Is that some operation that she's had? Is that just like a propaganda photo? What is that? 2 big marks and a big... He's had chest operation, hasn't he? He's had a heart transplant. Anyway, that is not Mr. E. You got to be kidding me. Look at that widow's peak. You believe that that's Mr. There are people out there that will tell you that this is Mr. E. And it's not Mr. E. Not even close to Mr. E. But this is why I don't want you to learn faces. Because once you learn the skulls, you can quite clearly see that might be Mr. E's daughter. I'll give you that. But it ain't Mr. E. You got no chance that person is that person. But there you go. That's what learning skulls does. Right, let's go back to where we were. Traci Lords has got a gate, so we can continue from there. I just want your face, Traci. Oh, hang on. Street. Ba 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 da ba. Ba ba da ba ba. Da 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 da. The man stepping over himself, look. They always step over themselves. The only time a woman does that is when she's sidestepping, like I was across that white line. She'll step over herself, like I stepped over myself. Oh my gosh, Traci Lords. Without hip on this side, look. Just a straight line almost. See, women's hips are wider and bowl-shaped. They have a pelvic tilt here. So imagine a circle. It's not just wide. Imagine a circle shape because a baby comes out of it. Imagine a bowl, a big salad bowl. When you kick out one side, the other side remains also. There should be a big hip there, and there isn't. We're done. Traci Lords, I'll take your big old dirty male face. Where is it? I like that.